Hello there everybody and welcome to another Gen 1 in Gen 5. Yes, that's the name of the format that me and Dreamer came up with. So there you go. It's basically only the 151 Pokemon and only the moves that existed back then, no items, and yeah, but in Generation 5. So there you have it. So yeah, so these are the Pokemon that we decided to have. In a minute you're gonna see them. I'm sorry. So yeah, I have like a mini Sun team with the Ninetales, Venusaur with his Chlorophyll ability, and Charizard with his Solar Power ability. We also have Alakazam, we have a Duck Trio, and we have a Zapdos. And Dreamer has his Seadra, his Alakazam, his Tauros, he has a Poliwrath, he has Rhydon, and he also has a Zapdos. So yeah, the dual discs are on. Let's get this battle started. So Dreamer is gonna lead with his Seadra, as I'm gonna lead with my Zapdos, so lead advantage. So I'm predicting him to maybe switch into his Rhydon, so I'm actually gonna go for Toxic. And that's actually gonna be correct, since in this Gen 1 in Gen 5 format there isn't such thing as hidden power, so ground types completely will electric types, and well, except if you're using Electabuzz with like something like Ice Punch or Cross Chop or something like that, then yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna switch into Duck Trio, but he will predict the switch, go for Earthquake, and it's actually a one-hit KO. I am shocked. I can't believe Duck Trio actually died with one single Earthquake from a Rhydon, but I have no idea what kind of Duck Trio I was using, so there you have it. Anyways, I'm gonna send in Ninetales, set up the Sun. The Sun is permanence, because no other perma weather thing is legal in this format, only Sun, which is kind of crazy. So anyways, I'm actually gonna go for Solar Beam against the Rhydon, but he's actually gonna switch into Poliwrath, which is decent since it's also super effective against this guy, so we're also gonna do a huge chunk of damage against him. And we're gonna just keep going for it, even though it was kind of obvious, but he will decide to save his Poliwrath for later. He's gonna send in his Zapdos. I'm like, okay, we can do some damage, take a hit, go for the fire boosted attack by the Sun, and that will hurt the Zapdos big time, so I'm pretty sure I can take whatever. So in comes the Thunderbolts against our Ninetales, and it's a one-hit KO because he got a crit. I mean, some things will never change. What can you do? So I'm gonna send in my Alakazam. I'm just gonna go for Thunder Wave. I wanna paralyze the Zapdos. But since this is Gen 1 and Gen 5, he also does pack the Thunder Wave, and he will actually go for it, and that means he will paralyze our Alakazam. So our Alakazam is actually gonna get paralyzed, get slowed down, which is not good. In Gen 1 it's decent since it's status absorber, but in this format it's not good. I don't feel like it's good, so I'm gonna go for Light Screen. He will maybe predict something like that and go into his Poliwrath just to get a hit on something, I'm assuming. And since Alakazam has paper thin defenses, I cannot keep Alakazam against a physical attacker. So I'm actually gonna go into my Zapdos, and yeah, we'll see what he goes for. He tried to go for Hypnosis. I guess he also predicted the switch there. And I'm like, okay, he's probably not gonna stay in there, so I'm gonna go into my Charizard. Charizard has the Sun that will help him. And yeah, there's the switch. He's gonna go into Rhydon. And Charizard does pack the Solar Beam with the Solar Power. And yeah, Solar Beam 4 times super effective, will clean that Rhydon away from this battle, and that's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, Solar Beam in the Sun, always helping, especially since it catches people off guard. Anyways, in comes the Seadra. which surprised me since he had also Alakazam and Tauros, which are faster, and Zapdos that speed ties with Charizard, but he decided to go into Seadra. And I know items are not a thing, because he's not gonna have a Focus Sash or something like that, so he's just gonna drop instantly. Put the Seadra out of the way. The light screen is gonna go off. Maybe he was trying to stall the light screen actually, which would have been smart. But anyways, in comes the Poliwrath. Again, I'm not sure why. He could have gone into his Tauros or Zapdos, but I guess we're just gonna take away both the Seadra and the Poliwrath at the same time. So both water types are gone, are carrer. We're not gonna be dealing with them. And yeah, now in comes the Tauros, which outspeeds us, but I don't want to take a hit from Tauros on any of my other Pokemon, so... Especially my other Pokemon being Zapdos and Alakazam. Alakazam being paralyzed and Zapdos, well... Yeah, so... I think our Zapdos is also paralyzed, so... Yeah, that's... something we're not gonna appreciate. That's no, actually our Zapdos is not paralyzed. It's his Zapdos that was paralyzed by our Alakazam. But anyways, in comes the Rock Slide. If he has Sheer Force, he's not gonna flinch us. I don't know what his ability is, but yeah. And Sheer Force doesn't do much without the Life Orb anyways. So there's the Thunderbolt, which actually will be a 2-hit KO. So another Rock Slide, we can take it, no problem. There's the Body Slam, which we should take well as well. But we are not, because it's a crit again. We're gonna survive it luckily, so that means we're gonna be able to finish off his Tauros. But yeah, those crits, man, like, as I said before, some things will never change. Will absolutely never change with this man. Anyways, the Alakazam will finish off our Zapdos, since he's faster. Now we have to go Alakazam versus Alakazam. The stall will happen, so I'm gonna speed up this part. I'm gonna start setting up light screen. He's gonna set up light screen, reflect, recover, all sorts of crazy things happening here. I'm gonna paralyze him, luckily, and all we can do is pray that things will go our way, because this is pure luck right there. If only our Ninetales or Zapdos didn't get critted, situations like this would have been avoided, but what can you do? This is what happens when you get lucky against me. So we tend to do these silly things, and I know nobody appreciates them, but what can we do? We have this part sped up anyways. So yeah, there's the Psychic, there's my Psychic, his Psychic, my Psychic, just Psychic, 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 Psychic. We got a special defense drop, he got paralyzed. I'm gonna set up a light screen just in case he's gonna recover. And our attacks will be doing more damage now since his light screen is gone, and we got a special defense drop. So yeah, he almost went down right there, but he went for recover. There's a Psychic, and he got fully paralyzed. We didn't get fully paralyzed, and that's the end of the stall. Thank goodness. But his last Pokemon is Lucky, this Zapdos, which has the physical attack Drill Peck, and Alakazam has paper thin defenses. I went for light screen, like I didn't see it coming whatsoever, even though my own Zapdos does have light Drill Peck. I was like, okay, maybe he's not max attack, maybe we can take it. We couldn't. And our last Pokemon, it's a 1-on-1 situation right here. My last Pokemon against his last Pokemon is Venusaur, which is also weak against Drill Peck. So all we can do is rely on our Solar Beam. Hopefully it's gonna do a decent amount of damage, where my Hyper Beam, because I do have Hyper Beam, it's a special attack in this gen, can finish it off, and hopefully not be like, sadly he got a crit on our Ninetales, and be like, if only. But let's see. Hyper Beam, can you do it? Please, Venusaur. There it is, the Hyper Beam, and the HP goes down, but he will survive with a Sliver. He got paralyzed. One more fully paralysis, and the game is ours. Are we gonna get it? We're not gonna get it. And yeah, the crits against the Ninetales will end up being the winning factor for him, and it was very close. It was very close. So hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Have a wonderful day, and allons-y.